Hi there. I'm Ellie Anderson, philosophy professor and co-host of Overthink podcast, as well as our YouTube channel here with Dr. David Pena Guzman, a dear friend of mine who is also a philosophy professor. If you don't know us already, this video actually is geared to those of you who are already interested in our content, whether it's the podcast or our YouTube videos here. I just wanted to share some exciting updates, specifically relating to community. A lot of you have suggested that you'd like a way to be able to connect with other overthinkers, whether you want to talk about our podcast episodes. Our most recent one is one on regret. Before that, we had fashion, tons of exciting things to share, or the material from our YouTube lectures that we do here on the site. As well, as you can imagine, most of those of you who are watching our YouTube videos and are listening to the podcast are interested in philosophy. So maybe you also want a way to connect with other people who are just interested in philosophy more generally. You probably already know that we have social media sites, but of course, it's different to comment on a post or here on YouTube than it is to actually be able to talk with people. Through like a chat format. So we have recently launched, this is why I'm doing this video, a Discord server. And you can join our Discord server through joining our Patreon at any level. I want to say a quick thing about the Patreon. We are an independent, self-supporting podcast. We pay our student workers who do things like moderate the Discord for us or manage our social media, do our audio editing, all of the really important day-to-day things that make Overthink run, because David and I are both full-time professors. We don't have a lot of time to devote to those kinds of everyday podcasting things. I mean, we do a lot, don't get me wrong, but our students are really indispensable in helping us do all of that. And we don't make a profit. We don't have a stable source of income. We rely to pay our students on very small grants that we get from Pomona, where I teach, and occasionally from San Francisco State, where David teaches, a small amount of revenue via YouTube. And then really it's the Patreon. The Patreon is our most stable source of income. And so for $3 a month and up, you can join our Discord server and be part of the Overthink community, as well as knowing that any contributions are directly going back to the core production costs of the podcast, and especially to helping our student workers who are undergrad philosophy majors develop really crucial work experience. One of our student workers is actually going to be moderating the Discord, as well, as I think I alluded to before. And so, yeah, that is really what I wanted to say is like, please join our Discord so you can talk with other people and know that the reason that it's $3 and up is because we need to be able to pay the people who are working for us to make that happen. And we hope that you will be able to, provide some assistance if that suits you. Of course, we also offer tons of content for free, including all of our YouTube lectures, all of our podcast episodes, etc. And so, if you don't have the means to support us, totally fine. That's not an expectation. But if you do, that would be amazing. And it can also be a great way to connect with other people. Quick other thing, if you do join the higher tiers, we have an $8 tier that has extended episodes. We've just switched from a bonus video model to an extended episode model. And so all of our podcast episodes still remain free, but you can have an extra segment of 20 to 30 minutes if you're part of our $8 tier. And finally, we have our $15 and $25 tiers, which allow you to be part of our monthly webinars. David and I host an hour-long monthly Zoom Q&A where, listeners and viewers can share with us their questions and thoughts, and then we'll respond to them in real time. It's really fun. David and I always enjoy it. We offer each time a recommendation of something that we've been loving lately, and then we also share lots of other thoughts too. So those are the ways to support us, and those are some things you can expect to receive if you do support us. We have an idea at some point to like do a more philosophical video on what we think patronage means and why, what it means in this kind of late capitalist society that we live in. This is not the video for that. I'm mostly just here to tell you that you can join our Discord if you want to, and then you can think about the other tiers if those other benefits interest you and you haven't joined already. And if not, then continue to enjoy our free content on YouTube and whichever apps you listen to your podcast. Again, I'm Dr. Ellie Anderson. Thanks for tuning in.